I moved here about almost 7 years ago now. Yeah, I moved up here to go to college and then just stayed because I love the Bay Area.
You've got the perfect demographic here. I mean, you've got all the foodies, you've got all the young professionals, you got all the different communities. It's kind of grassroots scene, that's kind of constantly bubbling up from really passionate individuals.
I fell in love. I did study abroad in Cambridge, and they had this food truck there called the Trailer of Life, which is the best food truck name in the history of the world. It's incredible. And they were open from like 5 p.m. until 4 a.m. And they were making so much money just feeding drunk kids, and it inspired me to start a food truck called Fog Cutter. We opened in August 2011. There's so many people in the Bay Area right now doing tacos, doing burritos, which is great, but we want to do something a little different, maybe not a tortilla, try some bread. So that's really where we came from, and we wanted kind of a base that we could really play with.
Something about street carts in this city just makes you want to go to it.
I think what makes food trucks popular in San Francisco is that there's just so many different types of food to eat out there, and so many different neighborhoods and ethnicities and restaurants, and everyone's always looking for the sort of next big trendy thing.
It's new and people like new things in the city. Plus it really helps boost the commerce in each neighborhood that they kind of pull up and hang around in. Brings new people to different areas.
I like to explore the various districts, and it's definitely kind of a foodie's little paradise.
I'm eating the brunch special from Fog Cutter, and they're a truck that comes and parks here on Sundays sometimes. It's really good. It's eggs, bacon, arugula, potatoes.
Probably one of the most popular dishes we have is the Dolores Torta, and that is a chorizo patty with sauteed peppers and onions, a fried egg, cilantro, pickled onions, and lime aioli. And people really like that one because it is a Mexican torta, but it's a little bit untraditional.
The egg yolk is so runny and so good, and it just makes a layer of deliciousness over all of the spicy and super flavorful chorizo. And the pickled red onions just add that perfect tang to it, so it really goes together well.
We realize that people do want street food off of a truck.
You get to do everything at your own speed. We're at like a restaurant, you gotta wait for your check. And for lunch, it really works out for the people that work down here because they can just grab something and go.
The experience between eating at a food truck and a brick and mortar restaurant is pretty different. I mean, I love food trucks because they're so casual and you can just be walking down the street and grab one, or coming home from a bar or out drinking and just need a snack. A restaurant, I feel like it's more of an occasion. You usually plan ahead of time and go with friends or your boyfriend and actually sit down and take your time, whereas food trucks, you can just grab it and eat it on the go.
I think they think of it as just really quick and easy and something different and fun to be able, especially this spot at Proxy, which is gorgeous, to be able to walk up to a truck, not pay that much money, get food in like 10 minutes, and then walk and sit on the grass and eat it. Like that's something different. There's not as many good to-go places in the city that aren't mobile, and I think that's something that we can offer.
You get tons of variety at very low cost, and I do like that. And the closer we get to that kind of motto, I think the better.
For the most part, I'm really dependent on Twitter and Facebook. Instagram has been really great, Tumblr.
I follow a few on Twitter, but I don't always use it. Usually it depends on if it's convenient where I am. If I see one parked on the street, I'll stop by and try it out. He actually just walked by.
Word of mouth. And I get to try a lot of them down here in this area because they do off the grid on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
We do Off the Grid Fort Mason, which is a huge event that draws like 2,000 to 5,000 people a night in a 5-hour period, and that's been really good for promoting my business and putting it out there. Gotten a lot more competitive. It's hard, but you just try to put out the best product you can and hope people keep coming back for that.
I think the good ones are here to stay.
I would love to see more businesses like this that really are simple, very, very simple. They know what they're doing, and they know how to do it well.
They're definitely a trend right now, but just seeing as how they've caught on in so many different cities, and they just seem to be growing and popping up with new ideas and concepts every day, I think it'll definitely be a part of the city for a long time.
I like it.